What's up, YouTube? All right, so today is November 11th and it's about 7:30 in the morning right now. I'm actually off of Muskingum Avenue. It's kind of a gloomy day today. It's kind of creepy. This is actually the first time I've been in this area for probably, I don't know, it's been about a month now. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to walk through and see if there's any new homes being built, or there's actually a lot of houses being built, but you can't really see because it's all foggy right now. So I'll go ahead and flip the camera around and do a quick little walkthrough, about 15-20 minutes or so. All right, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. You go ahead and flip the camera. Okay, it's kind of creepy. Oh, I hate walking through these little tree areas because there's always spider webs. You walk in the middle of them and there's a big old juicy spider web that goes right in your face. It looks like they're doing some pumping right over here. Let's see if you can see. So obviously they got a foundation. A lot of stuff going on. Pretty good. This guy's calling me over. What's up, brother? I'm with no one. I'm just walking around making a little YouTube video.
Oh.
Why, what's going on? Everything good?
No, I'm just asking who you are.
Oh, my name's Cameron. What's your name?
I'm
Nice to meet you, dude.
And so you
Just making little YouTube videos, doing like a little update report, you know, seeing what homes are being built, how many empty lots there are, stuff like that, you know. A lot of people like to see that stuff.
For yourself, or are you just doing it?
For a YouTube channel. Yeah, for myself.
For yourself?
Yeah. So every time I see...
Are you a contractor or no?
No. I'm just walking around doing YouTube videos.
Having fun.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people who live here in the Palisades love to see like these updates and stuff like that.
Oh,
so,
cool.
well, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
So I didn't mean to be intrusive or anything. It's just...
I have a guy who comes to all my jobs and is doing the same thing. I thought you were part of this company.
No. What was your name again?
Rocco.
Cameron. It's nice to meet you, Rocco. If you type in Cameron Desbro or just Cameron and like Pacific Palisades Fire, I'll pop up on YouTube.
Sounds okay. Sounds like fun.
Thanks,
cool.
brother. Later, dude. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are suspicious of what I'm doing, right? Like they think I'm up at no good. So that's cool. Still a lot of empty lots. There's, I know that there's been a lot of permits, like rebuilding permits issued here in the Palisades. I think the other day I read an article that said that there's been like hundreds. You got this property for sale. This is 518 Muskingum Place. I'm not sure what the lot's going for. ¿Qué onda, primo?
Okay.
What's up, man? I'm good. How are you? ¿Hablar inglés o no? You speak English? No. No. That's all right. Later, guys. It's always hard to talk to people who only speak Spanish because I've got a very, I don't understand it as well as I probably should. It's, and my vocabulary in Spanish isn't the best. But if they speak slowly, I can kind of pick apart what it is that they're saying. But I should definitely increase my understanding of the language and broaden my vocabulary in Spanish. I'm not sure what this address is. It's a good location though. I know that I've seen these before, these two properties that are for sale. I've seen them before, or maybe it's just one, I'm not sure. I think it's two. I think this is one lot, and I think this is another. But this is 545 Muskingum Place. I'm not sure how much the lot is listed for. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot of building going on in this particular section of the Palisades. I bet there's a lot of stuff going on in the alphabet streets. But there is a lot of more and more, as I come through this area, there's a lot more frames being thrown up. It's kind of hard to showcase all of it in within a 20-minute video. And recently I've been bouncing around, like my route hasn't been stable. Like one day I've been for like a week I've been in Santa Barbara area, and then the next week I'll be in Valencia up by Magic Mountain. They're building a lot of homes over there. And then we have today I'm out here in the Pacific Palisades and Malibu. So it's been quite challenging to or actually it's not challenging, I just don't have the ability sometimes to come out here and film for you guys and make these little update videos as much as I used to. Like I said, there's still a lot of empty lots. There's way more empty lots than there are frames being thrown up, and that could be for a number of reasons, right? There's two beautiful homes right over here, and then another one. See, like within the last, I don't know, maybe couple of months, none of these frames, like this frame definitely wasn't here. Those two frames, I don't believe, these are fairly new. Let's see if I can go over there. These guys can throw frames up pretty quickly once the foundation's ready to rock and roll. I do remember this house right here, and I thought it was for sale. That's what I mentioned in the video, and then one of the subscribers commented that it's actually for lease, so they're trying to rent it out. It needs to be renovated though, because it's a older home. It's a miracle that it was able to survive the fire. Like, if this is for lease, the people who want to live here in the Pacific Palisades, they don't want to live in this. Or if they do want to live in this, they need it all redone. Like the driveway needs to get redone, the windows need to get redone, the roof needs to get redone. It probably needs a new central air conditioner. The garage doors all clapped out, right? The inside, I'm sure the interior probably needs to be gutted and equipped with all new appliances, new hardwood floors and stuff like that. That house needs $200,000 worth of work between a roof, garage, windows, hardwood floor. New central air. I bet you it doesn't hold, it's not insulated very well. So I bet you in the wintertime it gets pretty cold, in the summertime it gets pretty hot. I mean, you can live in it, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you're gonna spend the money to live here in the Palisades, you wanna live in a nice place. And not that that's not nice, it's just it's old. And if you're gonna spend, $7,000 a month to live in that house, it needs to be renovated. Or whatever it is that they're asking, I don't know. But I'm sure it's over $5,000. I bet you it's anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a month to rent that house. This is a beautiful house right here. I really love the flat surface of the home. Beautiful. What's the address on this? I'm not sure. That's a beautiful house. I could live there. That's nice. I love the tile roof too. It's very pretty. Let's see, you got a small little, I wonder if this is gonna be a two-story. I'm not sure. Or if it's just a single story. Let's see, what is this address? Can't really see. What's up, man? Hey, buenos dias. You hear him whistling. He thinks that I'm like an undercover immigration officer or something like that, right? They see me and they're suspicious. So this is 16026 Miami Way, right? A lot of these guys are probably here illegally, working on building houses and stuff like that. So whenever they see a white boy with a camera walking around the neighborhood filming, right, their antennas go up. See here. So this is 16044 Miami Way. I'm seeing these guys everywhere. Samson Concrete, they're getting some work. They dropped off all this fresh lumber. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Good. Shoemaker, I see these guys everywhere. So they did a foundation and they're getting ready to start framing. So we're back here on Muskingum Avenue and Miami. So all of these houses right here in this particular section, they go down this little like ravine area. You can see all of these trees, which by the way, all of this shit needs to come out. I don't understand why the city, well, I mean, I understand why the city doesn't have any money, but all of this stuff needs to come out. These trees caught fire and the wind would blow here 100 miles an hour and they would throw embers for miles. These trees and all of this foliage and stuff like that is the reason why the Palisades fire was so bad, right? And from what I understand, the city or the state is trying to pass a law, I don't know exactly, or a bill or something like that, where they want all of this shrubbery and trees and all of this stuff to not be within a certain distance of your home, right? Because for example, this tree right here would catch fire, you know, and then the wind would throw an ember, and then the ember would land in the rain gutter, and then bam, next thing you know, we had a big fire. Or it wasn't even necessarily that. You had a beautiful home right here, and then in the backyard, this tree, right, which is right outside your bedroom window, that tree would catch fire, and then the heat would radiate alongside the window, your bedroom window. The bedroom window would pop, and then an ember would go inside of the house. Apparently, most of the houses here in the Palisades burned from the inside out. That's the reason why. So all of this shit needs to come out, and you're a fool if you leave it here, because it's just a matter of time before, well, maybe it won't happen again. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe these people will do everything that they can to mitigate or prevent this shit from happening again. That'd be the right thing to do, right? What's up, guys? We got a beautiful home down there. Look at how deep it goes. That's my personal opinion. Like these trees right here, right? All of these trees more than likely caught fire. And if the house was really close in proximity, or a window was close to these houses, right, or these trees caught fire, boom, blew out the window, a leaf went inside the house. Next thing you know, the couch was on fire and they burned from the inside out. This is why the city or the state is trying to pass, you know, a law or whatever it is to prevent this stuff from being within a certain distance of your home, right? Because it all of this trees and brush and debris played a huge, factor in why the whole city caught fire. And you don't need it. All of these trees on the sidewalk, you don't need them. They should be cut out. Just cut them all down and everyone put AstroTurf or chalk, or not chalk, but like gravel, right? You don't need it. It's one less thing to do, maintaining these trees. And oftentimes you'll see, in the backyard right here, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but these telephone poles in the backyards, there's trees that grow into them too, right? So working on the telephone line, or whenever you're hooking up Time Warner cable or whatever, or running, your Spectrum internet, it's kind of hard for these guys to work on the telephone poles, because a lot of the times these telephone poles are, you know, embedded within trees and it's cable. It's really hard to work like that. All these fucking trees need to come out. Stupid. I know it's beautiful and everyone loves nature, but you know what? Your home burns down. Yeah, so they definitely got some frames going up. A lot of foundations. So let's see. I'm not sure if we can see the address here. It says 16032 Aiglon Street, Aiglon, whatever. And Tahit's place. Stuart Strong. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's the last name of the residents who live there. Stuart Strong. So this is 575 Tahit's place. You got this lot right up here for sale. I'm not sure what it's going for again, but this is 563 Tahit's place. I think land values here have basically been established. I'm not so sure that here in the Pacific Palisades, the value of the land will continue to go down. It could, but I think the land values have gone down as much as they're going to go down. But I could be wrong. You know, it hasn't been the 1 year mark, and you know, all of these empty lots that people are sitting on, waiting for the value of the land to appreciate again, right? Things could change after the 1 year mark. A lot of people, their insurance policies will no longer cover the additional living expenses, which, you know, in other words, these people are going to be on the hook within the next couple of months to start continuing to pay the mortgage and continuing to pay the rent, right? So, and there's no doubt that in the future, insurance premiums are going to be going up all over California. So, and I know that there's a lot of people who are sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy a home because they're anticipating that the Federal Reserve will lower interest rates on more, you know, which will inevitably lead to lower mortgage rates, right? Increasing the demand for housing. But, you know, all of that's probably going to be offset by rising insurance premiums. So it's like, yeah, right now a mortgage is what, 6.5%. But in the future, it's probably going to be going down to somewhere closer to 5% for a mortgage. So you're going to be saving, you know, a couple of $100 or whatever on a mortgage, but your insurance premiums are going to be going up by a couple of $100 a month. So it's kind of going to be offset, in my personal opinion. But I guess the only time will tell, right? Anyways, yeah, go ahead and flip the camera around. Anyway, so that's going to be it for today in this quick little update video. Yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you again to all of the people who have been continuously supporting the channel, liking, commenting, and subscribing and all that stuff. And as far as the land values go here in the Pacific Palisades, I guess it all depends on, you know, what happens in the near future, right? Once all of the insurance, you know, additional living expenses is no longer paid for by the insurance companies, then you're going to start to see potentially a lot more of these lots up for sale because people may not have the ability to continue to service their mortgage and, you know, pay rent to, you know, put a house over your family's head, right? Like that's going to change a lot of things. And I think that happens at the 1 year mark from what I understand, right? I guess it all depends on how much insurance coverage that you really have. So, but we'll see. All right. So until the next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye.